Amen. Hi, Alex.
Hey,
How you doing?
Good, man.
All right. Hi, everybody. So today we are in front of one of Alex's property. Alex, do you care to tell us more about this property?
Yep, so this property is my third property investment. This deal was actually sourced on by a sourcing company, which I purchased about 6 months ago. This one was, as I said, auction. Did have some tenants in situ. Been a bit of a difficult process getting them out, but now we've finally got them out. So we're now in our first stage, which is ripping everything out. Very satisfying, bringing it all right back, getting rid of all the rubbish. So we'll have a little tour inside in a second. But yeah, this is the first stage, and then we'll be moving on to the first fix.
Awesome. Okay, I can't wait to get into the property and see, the whole activities taking place. Well, do you mind to tell us what type of strategy are you using for this property?
Yeah, so this one we're doing as a BRR. So we bought it at, I think it was 57.5K.
Yeah, just before we go on, for those that don't understand what BRRR is, do you mind just...
I'll come back into my box here. Okay, so BRRR, this is buy, refurbish, refinance, and then rent. So I'm planning on keeping this property on at the back end of it. So in order to make the money out of it, I'm buying it at quite a cheap rate. So this was like, they say below market value. It's not, it's worth what it is at the market value, which was for me 57,500, then plus auction fees, sourcing fees, and other fees. Once I've put the money in, which I think for this property is going to be around about 22,000, shouldn't be much more than that. The resale value is going to be about 105. So that's kind of like my uplift. So we stack all those numbers together, and then what you've got left is kind of like your profit. But because we're refinancing, that's at 75%. So I will be leaving some money in this deal at 75%, but it's going to be less than 10,000. So it's a good deal.
Awesome, beautiful. Okay, so right now we are just going to have a walk through the property, see the work that has been going on, and hopefully at the end of towards the end of the video, we are going to go back to the numbers and give a proper breakdown of those numbers. All right, let's go.
Welcome to my home.
Yeah.
Just newly decorated it. How are you doing, mate? Oh, changed a bit.
Okay, so is this the kitchen?
So this was the kitchen. Do you know what? It was a bit of a weird one. The actual kitchen, and you'll see in a minute, was through there. Very, very weird layout. It was completely wrong. So we're going to be completely renewing this. We're going to have some cupboards here. The actual kitchen unit will probably come there. Sink unit, cupboards. It's going to be utilised with a lot better than what it was. If you see before, it was just shambles. But yeah, in here was kind of, this was where the kitchen was. They had the cooker here in this little outhouse. So weird, like so weird. So this is going to be like a utility room. We'll probably get a tumble dry, get like a hole in the wall there so that can feed through. And this would just be like, food storage, cleaning, whatever they want to kind of use it for.
Okay, so apart from the fact that you're also restructuring things, like you're moving the kitchen from where it used to be, positioning it in a new location.
Yeah.
Okay,
right.
so is that just so that the house could be more comfortable for the new users?
Yeah, I mean, like who wants to come in here?
It's kind of a small picture, right?
There's no heating, freezing your ass off cooking. No, that's not cool.
Yeah.
So we're just like, nope, we're scrapping that. That's not happening.
Okay.
We're gonna put that back into here.
So it's good to see that some landlords do care about the tenants. Because some wouldn't, give a hoot.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's good to know that.
So that's kind of like the dining room. It's a bit small, but you kind of want that combo. I think it's quite nice. But we've got kind of like the separate here. This is like living room. It's nice size. I think there used to be a door here, as you can see. I would have done the same. I would have blocked that off because you want a nice cozy living room. That's good enough in there. I'll probably keep that open. Yeah. So this is the living room. So for this, it's been a bit of a pain. This whole house has been wallpapered, which I think is like every strip out guy's worst nightmare. And as you can see, especially with like this roof, I mean, this all has to come off. Unfortunately, they're going to have to scrape it off. It's part and parcel of it. This is part of the strip out phase. But this is probably what takes the most amount of time, is getting off like wallpaper from the ceiling and then scraping off all the walls. But as you can see, they've done a fantastic job of it. They're nearly done. We got last few bits. They've taken out the skirting now. This skirting here, this is like, it's just too thin. Like skirting nowadays, you want nice thick skirting to make it look nice. So I was just like,
yeah, so everything's looking lovely. I can see some pipes coming in through this wall.
Yeah.
So is this where you plan to put the boiler?
no, so boiler's upstairs.
Oh, upstairs.
Yeah,
Okay.
so the good thing about this is that the heating system, it's already in place. It's all right. Pipe work here, they're all like 10, 12 mil. If it was like the 6 or 8 mil, then I'll just replace that. You need to, because the pressure, it just wouldn't do any good. But pipe work is good. But yeah, boiler's upstairs. So luckily with this one, it's just a rewire.
All right, so I think that's important for the viewers to also note that the of your pipes is very important. You know, so when you go or when you buy a property or when you're viewing a property, these are part of the things you have to look out for. If they are too small, they will need replacement, and the recommended size is 8
Yeah, so if it's like 6 mil, I think you can get away with it's 8 mil, but really if it's like 6, 8 mil, just repipe it, you know, especially with the boilers that you've got nowadays with the pressure. You want that heating system work nice and efficiently. The more pressurized it is with smaller pipes, it's just no good. Just do it. If you're putting the money in, it's adding value, you're only going to see it at the back end of it.
All right, awesome. So we have checked out the kitchen, we have checked out the lounge. I think we are good to go upstairs. All right.
Wow.
All right. So there's the bathroom.
That's different.
Okay.
Yeah. So bathroom. It's a small one. It's not the biggest. We'll probably have walk-in shower here. You know, we'll have the sink here, walk-in shower. Unfortunately, it's just not going to be big enough for a bath or anything. It's a 2-bed house, so family, you kind of need a bath with family, but it's not really going to be having that same appeal to a family on this one. I think this is more going to be for like a professional couple, or maybe if they've got a single kid, maybe, or an older. I'm not too sure, but we'll make it work. We'll utilise the space as best as we can. There's some creepy crawlies up there.
That's the advantage of height, you know. Easy to check the attic.
Just put your head in. How are you doing, big man? Doing good.
Hello.
It's good, mate. Doing a cracking job. Managed to get this off. Well done.
Yeah, so surprisingly, the bit on here, the landing the stairs.
Yeah, they just do it for like an hour. They'll literally come in. It's like, apparently it's like a sauna.
Oh yeah.
And it's like, and they'll just think. Might be an idea for the next one. Mate, I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it. Yeah, that's like weird. I don't even know.
Yeah. To be fair, the bottom part came off, so the whole thing will probably come off again.
Yeah, I think it probably will have to. Yeah, and the thing is, once it started, yeah, I mean that's absolutely.
It's the same as the one on the land.
Yeah. Sound. Cool. My bedroom, just how I like it. Nice little pillow.
Okay. This more spacious.
Yeah, so yeah, bigger room. Obviously we've got the second room there. It's the main room. Decided to keep the wardrobes. They're in good nick. You know, there's no point getting rid of something that works. You know, they're nice. Guys done a good job. They've pulled everything out of there, which is good. So that will be all plastered, everything. But yeah, we kept those because it's just a nice feature. Great thing about this, windows in here all fine. All the doors are pretty good. The set boiler is really good. I'm going to replace some of the radiators because yeah, they were just old. I like the new one. Let's give it a nice fresh look. But yeah, they're the last final stage now where they just need to, you know, get rid of the clutter, and then that's it. Kind of room done.
Yep. And there's no need of changing the windows. Are they good?
Now you've got to be. Oh, okay. So we actually have a little bit of a problem here. See how there's condensation? You can. That's not condensation from the outside, it's from the inside.
Inside, yeah.
So that means I'm going to have to replace these. Now you don't replace the whole window frame, you just replace these, and I think they're about probably about 120 each to do.
Okay.
Bit annoying because I didn't actually see that, and this is new. It's probably because the sun's come up, but I'll probably need to look into doing that.
All right. This is one of the things that happen in properties. You already have your estimate, but during the refurb work, you start seeing things. You also need to change. I guess this is good. There's no need changing this.
Yeah, that's fine. It's a water start at the front of it's come off, but it's within the last 3 years, 4 years. Okay. So it's only really after like 8-10 years you probably want to replace it. So that's fine as it is.
All right. So you have been through the property. You have seen the kitchen is a 2-bedroom, nice spaced bedrooms and a bathroom. I think everything is looking good and nice. The work is progressing well. Just for the viewers to have a better understanding of what it takes, when you're refurbishing a property, can you just probably try to break it down as so that a layman could understand, the refurbishment process, where you are currently, and what are the next stages after this?
Yeah, sure. So right now we're doing the rip out. So this is the most important part, is getting everything right back
rip
to
everything
all everything. It's like the wood, like get it on there, go on, all the nuts and bolts.
We're not ripping this out though.
We're not ripping this out. We're not ripping out. This is nice. If you like nice is good. But it's all the wallpaper. Luckily, this is the only ceiling roof in the house that doesn't need scraping. So the guys here are very happy about that, because when you're scraping that from the ceiling, it's hard work. Trust me, I've done it. So now they're doing that rip out phase. It's gonna look super, super ugly, but I like this bit because when it looks super, super ugly, and then you get the electricians in, that's gonna be the next phase. It's first fix. So that'll be electricians, that'll be plumbers, they'll be chasing out the walls, getting everything kind of ready and get it set. Once they've come in, we've also had the kitchen people come from Howden's, is who I'm using. They'll come, they'll measure up, and that's really important that you do that before you get the electricians in, so you know where all the plug sockets and everything's going to go. This will also be hardwired with an alarm system, because the problem is we've got the little ones that you stick on the ceiling. 9 times out of 10, they'll take the batteries out because they bleed or whatever, and they don't replace it. So it's better to get it hardwired, so that will be coming in as standard. Then it'll roll on to full plaster, so this whole house will be plastered. They'll come in, they'll do their magic, and then it'll roll on to the second fix, where they'll just make sure everything looks kind of neat, proper and nice. And in between that, getting the kitchen fitted, you'll have a mist spray. So the painters will come in and they'll do like a mist spray where they'll basically cut the whole house, and that's then when you get the kitchens in, and then they'll do one last paint afterwards. And the bathroom is something you can kind of just do anytime. So I'll have a plumber in here, Tyler, making sure that's done.
Awesome. I think that was good. I noticed in the beginning you mentioned, the kitchen guys have already come in and they have taken the measurements, and I think it's also important to stress the importance of doing that early. Yep.
I didn't with this, and now I've actually delayed myself a week because now the guy couldn't come till next week, and then you've got to take a couple of days to get the designs and approve everything. Then need the electrician to come in, and then so it's pushed me back probably about a week, just because I wasn't on the ball with it. I didn't think it'd take so long, so it's good to kind of get that as soon as possible. Do that as one of the first things, because they can come in before the rip out. It doesn't matter when. They can get it sized up, and then the electricians are just ready to go, because I'm trying to get this done within 6 weeks. It probably would have been done within a month of trying. That's what I was aiming for, but not now.
So the takeaway is or any item you feel is long lead, get on it straight away. Okay, awesome. All right, so now we are going to be breaking down the numbers. How much you have put into the property, the ROI, And at the end of the day, let's see whether it's actually a good investment or not.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's 57.5 grand purchase. The auction fee was 3,000. Sourcing fee was 4,000. Legals. Actually, a bit more expensive. I always put it at like 1,500. It's more like 1,800 and sometimes close to 2 grand. And then you've got broker fees in there as well. What else we've got there? Oh yeah, refurb. How could we forget about that one? That's going to be 22 grand. Hopefully under. I'm hoping it should be under. I think it should be around about 18, but I've kind of budgeted for 22. That would leave me 88 all in, and then the resale value is going to be 105. Now it has been 6 months since I purchased it, so I'm hoping it's kind of gone up a little bit. Maybe get 110. I don't know. We'll find out. But I think numbers wise, I'm definitely going to be like sub 10 when it comes to 75%. Loan to value. Probably draw that back out. I'm pretty confident it's going to be sub 10. As I said, the refurb is slightly over egged. I think they originally said to me it's about 18, but I just kind of budgeted for a bit more just in case. But we'll see. Hopefully I'll give you some good numbers at the end, of solid numbers. Yeah,
I think hopefully we'll come back at some later point, to go through, to see the finished work and go through the numbers again. And hopefully by the time you are able to refinance, go through the numbers and see, at the end of the day, if what we had forecasted actually met our expectation. It was full of dramas.
I hope so.
Well, fingers crossed.
I need the money.